Hey Highlanders, we're here today to review the key components of our Students' Rights and Responsibilities booklet.
And these are our rights as students in the Fairfax County Public Schools.
And with these rights and freedoms comes responsibilities so that our school can be safe for everyone.
It's important to have guidelines so we can all understand and follow them.
So please, be respectful and listen carefully.
Okay, so we just learned about tone and mood and the differences and how to spot them in the text that we just read. So I want you guys to get out a piece of paper and get out the story. And I want you guys to look at this one excerpt that I have. And I want you guys to identify the tone and mood. Okay?
Yeah, sure.
Alright, so Jack, why are you late?
I was a little slow this morning getting up, woke up a little late, passed the alarm. I mean, I'm a senior, 2-3 minutes late, what's the big deal?
Well, I mean, you don't have a pass, so it's going to be an unexcused tardy right now. This time. Next time, I'm going to have to call your mom, and if it's going to happen again, then I'm going to have to write a referral.
Alright Highlanders, let's talk about attendance. Attendance for all children between the ages of 5 to 18 is mandatory when living in the state of Virginia. Students under the age of 18 with excessive absences or accrue 5 or more unexcused all-day absences will be assigned to an attendance officer who will work with you and your family to resolve the issue.
Keep in mind, when your absences add up, it can have a negative impact on your ability to succeed in the classroom as well as your relationships with your friends and teachers. This may cause you to feel overwhelmed and increase your anxiety about all the assignments you may need to make up.
Remember, if you are feeling overwhelmed or anxious about anything, please talk to your counselor or a trusted adult at McLean High School.
Our teachers understand that we have things like work, athletics, and family responsibilities outside of school that may affect us. Please remember that it is our responsibility to communicate with our teachers if we are planning to miss any part of the school day.
This communication will help our teachers to allow them to help to meet all of our obligations and responsibilities. Being on time to every class is extremely important. Yes, seniors, that means us.
After a teacher has conferenced with us about an unexcused tardy, they may write a referral to our administrator if we continue to occur excessive unexcused tardies, and disciplinary actions may be taken.
So let's set high standards for ourselves and take pride in being on time.
Let's hear from a few Highlanders why it's important to be on time.
It's good to be on time because it starts you off on the right foot. No one's going to remember the little things that are shared at the beginning of class that could be really beneficial to you.
It's good to be on time because we get our learning target for the class.
It's good to be on time because it shows good character.
I'm really hungry.
Oh my god, me too.
Same.
Oh, hey, I can drive, so like, how about I can just skip class?
I don't think you should.
No, it's fine. I'll go with you. No one's gonna catch us.
I mean, you might get caught.
Come on, no, it's fine. Just tell us, what do you guys want?
Just do it.
What do you want?
We'll text you.
Okay, text us our order, okay?
Okay, don't text and drive. Be safe. Be safe.
Okay.
Wear your seatbelt.
Oh, what great people.
Yeah.
Ladies, where are we going?
Famous.
Where are we going?
We were just planning on walking to Santini's.
Yeah, no, you guys can't leave school grounds. Come on, hop in the car. I'll take you back to security. You got anything on you need to know about?
No.
Okay.
Hey, can you call me at 5837?
Hey, Mr. Second, I found these two at Santini's. I'll turn them over to you.
All right, ladies, have a seat. Take your book bags off and put them on the table. First name?
Paulina.
You?
Ruby.
So where were we today?
We were walking to Santini's.
Don't like school lunch, I guess?
Nope.
All right. What does the SR&R say about leaving school grounds? Are you allowed to leave school grounds?
No.
No. And what happens when you get caught either coming back or actually leaving? Are you familiar with that part of the SR&R?
We don't read the SR&R.
It's right in the SR&R. It says that you are subject to have your things searched. Okay? We do not search female students, so I'm going to have to bring a female administrator down here. Probably be your administrator if we can swing that if they're available so they can take care of the discipline, because there will be discipline referral written for leaving school grounds. Any questions?
No, sir.
Okay, we'll just wait for the administrator. I'll go call one.
Hi Highlanders, you've now watched some video clips on attendance in terms of all the ways that we need you to be in the building all day. I'd like to talk to you about Q4 as we move towards the end of the school year. The weather is nice, the temptation is going to be there to want to leave with your friends and go get lunch, to roll in late to school, but you need to understand that there are consequences that you will face through the SR&R when you make those choices. Please know that when you leave campus for any reason, you are subject to search anything that you have on your person or in your car. And you need to also understand that you will be conferencing with the administrator and there will be consequences that follow that. If you leave campus without any permission, it is an automatic detention, and as those things accrue, we add them up over time. So you need to understand that as you get into the fourth quarter, those things could lead to more serious disciplinary consequences. Please make sure you take care of yourselves, make sure you stay in the building so that we know that you're safe and that you're getting the academic needs that you need before the end of the school year. Thank you.
Hey guys, we're here with Officer Davis, our school resource officer. We're going to talk to him for a little bit about the punishments and rules regarding possession and use of alcohol, tobacco, and other drugs on campus or at school-sponsored events. So what is Fairfax County's policy on possession or use of alcohol, tobacco, and other drugs, either at school or at after school or school-sponsored activities?
Obviously, you can't do it on either side. And I also refer to law enforcement. You'll have one punishment, and that would be dealing with me in the juvenile system. And then you also be dealing with the school system and their punishment. So I would refer you guys to read the SR&R again. You read them at the beginning of the year and you sign them. My thing is it talks about a lot of stuff in the SR&R of what you can and can't do. Obviously, alcohol and other drugs cannot be at school or at school-sponsored events.
Okay. What if a student comes to school under the influence?
Okay, well that also goes to with their age. Again, they'll have to deal with law enforcement, which is my aspect of it, and they'll also have to deal with the school punishment aspect of it. If you're over 18, depending on how you're acting and everything, you could go to jail. Obviously, juveniles, call your parents, go through juvenile intake, and they go through that process. And then again, refer to the SR&R. Obviously, you're not supposed to come to school under the influence of any substance at all.
Are prescription drugs going to cause less of a punishment?
Well, obviously, if you're at the clinic and you're taking prescribed, then that's approved. If you are not and you have them on you, some prescription drugs are just as bad as illegal drugs. So they have different schedules. So yes, it's not a difference. You could be charged with the prescription drugs just like you could be charged with illegal drugs.
Okay. If you see someone with alcohol, tobacco, or drugs on them, who can you go talk to ensure their safety and your fellow students' safety?
Obviously, you guys can come to me. You go to any teacher, administrator, basically look for an adult. Security, we have a security team that's down in the cafeteria and is always around the school. So my suggestion would be find an adult that you could get that person help.
Okay. And what would you want to say to a student who is considering bringing alcohol, tobacco, and drugs to a school-sponsored event or on campus at all?
I would say probably think twice about that. It's not very smart to do that. So my suggestion is leave it all alone. You're not even supposed to be doing it anyways. Remember, the drinking age is 21. Tobacco is 18 and doesn't need to even be on school grounds anyways as it is. So I would say leave it alone. Don't even mess with it.
Thank you for talking with us today.
No problem. Have a good day.
Alright Highlanders, time for a true and false question. Any student using or possessing an e-cigarette or hookah pen will face disciplinary action. That is true. Any student who has an e-cigarette or hookah is the same as having any tobacco products. Alright Highlanders, we got one more. Being under the influence of alcohol at a school-sponsored event, such as a school dance, results in the same consequences as being under the influence of alcohol at school during the school day. The answer to that is true. Being under the influence at a school-sponsored event will result in school discipline and potential legal action. You may also lose your privilege to attend prom in the future.
Alright Highlanders, let's talk about that touchy subject, the dress code. Now, believe me, I like to dress, but there are certain clothing that you can't wear at McLean High School. Hey John, look good man, I like that tie. Any clothing that displays vulgar, obscene images, or discriminatory content is strictly prohibited in McLean High School. Now, we know the weather starting to get nice outside. Students tend to wear less and less as the weather change. Keep in mind, any clothing that reveals cleavage, private parts, underwear, or midriff is strictly prohibited in McLean High School. School administrators are well within their rights to call you to their office, have mom and dad bring in a change of clothes if they believe that you are in violation of the dress code. So please, let's keep these thoughts in mind as we get ourselves ready and prepared in the morning, okay? What we wear says a lot about who we are. So let's dress to impress, and let's have a great fourth quarter.
I don't really want to do this.
I don't understand any of it.
I don't even. I think Carmen already did it. Do you want me to text them?
Yeah, do it.
Okay.
Hi Highlanders, you just watched a video clip regarding our honor code and looking at cheating and plagiarism. My question for you is, what is this, cheating or plagiarism? In my mind, two things come to the surface in this one. Both fall under the category of cheating. One of which is anytime you reach out to another student or another resource and you use that information as your own, that's considered cheating. The second thing is utilizing any kind of technology in screenshots or to gain that information that will then allow you to complete your work or to finish an assignment or to do a test. All of those things fall under cheating. If we were to talk about plagiarism, we would be looking more specifically at when you're looking and reading other resources, whether it's on the internet or through books, and you're utilizing all of those words as your own. We ask you to write your own words and to make sure that you're citing things that you're using in projects and essays. What I'd like to get across to you is that we really truly work on making sure that prior to getting to that point where you feel like that is your only option, you come to a trusted adult and you work with one of us, any of us, and we will be able to find a way to work with your teacher on these things prior to getting to a point where you're sitting in a conference based on the fact that you've already committed an honor code violation. I do want you to understand that there are academic consequences as well as possible administrative consequences for your actions when you do fall into those categories of violating our honor code. So please make sure you reach out. Do it before you get to a point where you're going to violate our honor code. Thank you.
All right, everyone, got a couple reminders here for you. Just remember, we understand it's exciting coming back to visit McLean, and we just want all of our students and staff members to remember that if we do have friends or anyone we might not even know try to enter the building at any other point, they have to be redirected to the front, go to the main office, check in and get a visitor badge, okay? We're not leaving doors propped open. We're not letting random strangers in throughout other doors in the building. So just remember, redirect all people to the front, have them check in, and they can get a badge.
Oh my god. Okay, look. That's not that. First person I've ever seen. Oh my god. Okay. I'm gonna caption it. Ready? What should I do? Oh, yeah. Okay. Are you just going?
While that video might seem harmless to some, think about the impact it could have if 1,000 people saw it and then laughed at that person every time they saw him in the hallways or out in the community. Social media was meant to be a tool to enhance our lives, not cause harm or humiliate others. School administrators are well within their rights to impose discipline if they determine that your actions have interfered with school safety or disturbed the learning environment.
Students, by following our rules and regulations, you will have the opportunity to participate in more extracurricular activities. Your most important right of all is that you have the right to expect courtesy, fairness, and respect from all faculty, staff members, and students here at McLean High School. So on behalf of all the faculty, staff, and students at McLean High School, we would like to wish you a great fourth quarter. If you need any help at all, please come to a trusting adult. Have a great day, Islanders.